Hi, this is my video number 21, I think. Yeah, number 21. So in this video I will discuss a couple of things that belong to function. First thing is a return value of function, type of return value, and as well as a function that return the array. Array. Thus far we have seen the return value is of type integer. Alright, we can also make the function with return value of other type, for example character or floats. Yeah, so in this notes, if you look at your notes here, this is an example, some explanation of how the function return a value other than integer. By default, return the integer value, but we can still specify those. This is the general form. We have a type of specifier, either character, char, integer or floats, or even double floats. Yeah, then function name, argument list inside there, and then this is argument declaration, just as a normal process there, normal procedure. Okay, and then this is the function prototype. We have integer, square, so anything in the argument. Yeah, this is the function type, integer in this case. All right, for others you can look at this example down here. Look at this example. So in this example we return the function of type double. Yeah, of type double, which means floats. So if you look at the value, look at this function, read this function in detail. All right, so we have a main program here. All right, with the initial value. Now before that we have a double, x, y, and add. Add is a function, sub is a function of type double. Yeah, and xy is the global variable. Global variable is the variable we define in the main function. Yeah, in the main function. So here we have given the initial value to x and y. Yeah, x and y. Then we we call the function name add. So then it's referred with the actual argument x and y. Here x and the value of x and y is whatever value that we put in here. So in this case x is 12.345 and y 9.82. So this value goes to the function add. This is function add of type double. As you can see there, the variable of type double. So AB, so now x, the value of x is passed to the value of y in the form of argument of the function. Y passed to the value of b. All right, then return the value of a plus b. So since a and b are doubles, so it means if we sum these two values, it will give you double as well. So that's why the type of that function is double. So we call that, so means that this function return the value of real value. So then having done that, so means here in this case print, so whatever value of a plus b, so we come up the output. And then next is some function sub with x, same value of x and y. So just call the function sub value P and Q as a formal argument here. Alright, then return the value of P minus Q to that. So the output we will have, we print nothing there except the output of that process add and sub. So the output you got, so that's the output. Okay, so as well as if you want to return the value, if you remember in our previous in my previous videos, that we can return multiple of views of values. That's by declare the function as void. Okay, but of course, as I have explained earlier, that those argument must add ampersand in front of it. Yeah. So now we go to the function of with array. Yeah, array means array. As we have understand array, that means the list of data contained in one variable. All right, and can also pass the value from the main program into the function, and also receive the value from the function to the main, and to do other process, other mathematical work. Now if you look at this example, this example, it's a quite general example here. This is the call. We call this function. So this part here should be in the main program. Smallest an in the main program. Then where a is a variable array. A is an array, and n is the size of an array. You can do this. Okay, and then if you call that smallest, so the function smallest is of type floats. We have array. This is just a name of the array. Array is the name of the array and size, and then array of size 5 and so on, and return whatever value is. So the procedure is just the same. We don't go detail on the main program, because at this stage I'm expecting that you know how, when I say the main program, you know, when I say array and so on, how to declare and so on and so forth. So now we just apply what are the new things that need to be used in the program. So the function smallest here, this explanation of that. Okay, the function smallest is defined to take two arguments, the name of the array and the size of the array, to specify the number of elements in the array. The declaration of the formal arguments array is made as follows. So this is the, how do we declare in the formal argument? You know, when I say formal argument, means that the argument in the function name array. In the function, this is formal argument in there. So this is the programs that's called smallest array, or this the name of the variable, which is array and array here. This array we refer to, if you look at this array, we refer to that A. Okay, now look at this example number 17. The single dimensional array can be passed to function as follows. So in this case we have function names find average AB. This is function of type floats, and then we define B, float of type floats with array 10. So you can see here, this is B and this is B, and then integer float sum is 0. This is the process of summing. And then the content of the function floats is that we add up as much as a. So what is a? Here a should be given here in the main program. You can see that a and this a should come from the main program. Whatever value of a, pass into that. So we have the value that a, whatever it is, we call from the main program. And then some bi. So bi also from the main program. The value of bi is from the main program. And then we just sum up everything. We sum the we return the value of sum. Okay. Then I hope you can follow me with that. Yeah. There's nothing I can write because everything written in the in your notes. Okay. And then for multi-dimensional array, this is multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional means array of 2 dimension, 3 dimension, and so on and so forth. Can also be passed to the function as follows. So we have, this is again function. It's already in the function. Void, yeah, printable x size, y size, and table. Here x size, y size, and table is from the main program. So if you want to write in your main program for this particular function, if you want to call, yeah, from the main program, you have main that, and we close that in the main program. And if you want to call this function of type return the value of table. So you can see there table x and y. Okay, so you can just call that function printable printable, call that function, and then you need those size. Let's say I put x size as xs, y size as ys, and we have table, right? So table, I say I just put tab, where of course xy and ys, we specify this value. Either you read from the screen, or you can set the value. I don't put the detail of this program. You have a declaration statement and everything. Then give the initial value to x, whatever it is, y, whatever it is, and as well as table. Yeah, as well as table. Of course, table we have the value table which we read from there. So maybe I can write here. Let's make it more complete program. Let's say main. So we have integer of x, y, xs and ys, and table. Let's say we use integer. We have table of type whatever you want to put in. Let's say 55. Okay, where we don't have a value right now. And then what else? Then you need to read the fill up the value of table, each of those elements. So you just probably want to from the screen. So for I equal to, let's say 0 to I less than equal to 5 plus I. Okay, and then for j equal to 0, I j less than equal to 5 plus j. Okay, and then we can scanf integer. We have percentage of d and then ampersand table. Okay, table I j. So we read all those value. Of course, here you need ij, you need to declare ij as well, I and j. What else? I think that's for insert the value of table. Since we only have one statement there, so probably you need the bracket there, like that. Okay, and then we call that this is we insert the value to table, we assign the value to table. Now we want to call the function. Yeah, we want to call the function. So function names here is printable. Yeah, printable. So we just call printable. Okay, with, so here we have x size. Our x size is xs. This is the actual argument. We have ys and we have tab. And then the rest you can do the process, whatever it is you want to print, whatever process here you can do. And then that's the end of your program. Yeah, that's the end of your program. Then you continue with the function names printable, which is in example 18 there. That. Okay, so you join this program, this subprogram, or this function with this main program. You get whatever output that you want, depend on how you call the function. Then in this function here, we have for those, it's okay, I think you know those things. And then for here we have for x less than x size, y less than y size, and so on. Prints f printable xy, and so on. So what this program do is that from the main program, which is here, the data for table, for each element of the table, is obtained from the main, and that value, each element of the table, is passed to the function named printable by this. Okay, by doing this means that whatever value that we have from the main pass into the function. So call that function, come here to the function, and then the table here we already have the value. Now we pass the value from the main to the function. Okay, so if we can see from here that this function is just doing printing. Yeah, printing the table, just printf. So means that no return value to the main. We only have the value from the main to the function, but no return value from the function to the main. You can, if you want, return the value. For example, if you still need to use this table in the main, the value of that function in the value of that table in the main, you can just call that table and just use the table whatever you want to use here. For example, I can do for I equal to 0, I less than equal to 5, I plus plus, okay, plus plus I, and we have for j equal to 0, j less than equal to 5 also, and plus plus j. And then let's say we do sum. You can do this sum I. In this case, of course, we need to declare sum I up there. You need to give a initial value to sum I here. Okay, sum I, because we do summation, let's say 0. Okay, so sum I is equal to, let's say, plus, I think plus here, right? Plus, and table I j. So what we do here is that for each row of the table, we add up the value. So if you have the data, let's say your table, your variable table with the data, I just use this 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 5, so 1, 2, 3, let's say 6, 7, whatever, 0. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now whatever value, 0, 1, and then you can have even negative 0, 7, 6, 4, and you have 2 more data. Okay, you have 2 more data. So this sum we add up for each of the rows. So we add up, in this case we have 1 plus 2 is 3, 3, 3, 6, 6, 3, 7, 6, 3, 13, so the value 13. So this 13 will goes to the sum 0. Okay, value of 13 give you sum 0. If you print sum I, you got value of the sum 0 is 13, and then so on. Here is 4, 9, 5, 9, 9, 15, 15, 16. So sum 1 is 16, and so on and so forth. The process continues. Of course, having done that, you want to print. If you want to print sum I, just for I 0, I less than equal to 5, plus I, and then print sum I. Okay, I just put it like that. Detail of the syntax, everything, you can check those things. Okay, so this is the way we pass the array to the function. Okay, so I hope you can understand from here. Please complete this program. Try to see what's the output. Let's see, you have this data, and print again this data. You print that data, and at the end print the sum of those data. Try that. That's a simple exercise to you. If you don't try, you don't get it. Okay, try it, then you know how to do it. Okay, now let's see to the next example here. The following program demonstrates how to pass an array to function. Okay, this is more complete example. Okay, so we have here, sorry, my left hand is cannot fix, it keep on moving, so that's why a bit shaking. I bought the what you call phone stand, but not arrived yet. I will use that. Hopefully I can have a better view of my video. Yeah. Okay, so this is your main function here, or main program here. Okay, we have value, which is array, then this is integer. Maximum, this is function. Remember that this is array, but this is a function. So we tell the compiler that in this program we have a function names maximum. Okay, and those print 5 enter 5 numbers. For I, everything, you know those things. Scan values I. So the variable or the array values, we give the value here through the screen. Okay, through keyboard. And then having done that, max equal to maximum. Now maximum is a function with argument values. Here values we read from your keyboard or from the screen. That from the keyboard you key in from the keyboard, as you usually do. Okay, so whatever values there, so this value have how many? You have 5 values of value. You have five values of values. All right, so call the maximum. It comes to the maximum with formal argument values. We use the same here, values. We can use different, no problem. You can use the same, you can use, normally we use difference. But no wrong if you, not so wrong if you use the same name. Yeah. Then we have values 5. So you can see here in the main program we declare values 5. That's referred to that array. In the function, we have formal argument values and we declare those values 5. So look at these values and this value, they have the same size. If you give different size, it give you wrong. Okay, when you compile, it give you wrong. Either error during the compilation, which is easy for you to check, or maybe a runtime error, which is then it give quite a problem to find what error is. Okay, now integer max value and I max value we give the first values, which is value 0, we give to max value. So you know the purpose of this, all right? You know the purpose of this programming. So for I, everything there, if values are greater than maximum, if value are greater than maximum, so we can check this. Try to key in values, copy this program into your computer, then insert the values there, check one by one. Let's say, okay, let's say I put these values. When we read, you put, let's say 3, 2, 5, 1, 7, we need 5. Another one, let's say 0. Okay, and then this program, this part here, where is it? Here. Okay, so this part here, value 0 give it to maximum value. So value 0, this is value 0. I put this is values 0, values 1, values 2, and so on. Values 3 and values 4. Okay, so value 0 we give it to where's the max value. We give to max value now. We give to max value. So max value now has a value 2. Remember this thing. Now for I equal to 0, we begin from 0. If value I, so if value 0, which is 2, greater than max value, is it true? 2 greater than 2 is not true. So if it's not true, then you will not do this, the rest of that, and then it goes to the 4. Add another I, so I equal to 1. If value I, what is value I? The value 1, value 1 is 5. Okay, so if 5 greater than max value is 2, so 5 is greater than 2, that's true. Okay, we give values 1, which is 5, to max value. Now max value have the value 5. Okay, and then continue. Having done that, is come back to 4 because that process is not finished yet. Add another one, I equal to 2. Value 2 is 1. 1 greater than max values, not true because max value is 5, not true. So it goes back to 4, add another one, 7 greater than max value, which is 5, true. So pass the values, which is 7, to max value. So the value of max value now is 7, and then compare another one. So we got the maximum value, max value, then return max value. Return max value means we return this max value to max in the main program. And then in the main program, we just print whatever output there. Okay, so that's how do we return the value, pass the value from the main to the function, and whatever value in the function, we return back to the main to do further process. Okay, now let me finish this part with one more example, this last page here. Yeah. So note that the program defined an array of 5 elements, value initiate. This is the explanation that I've given quite detailed there, so I don't want to repeat those things. Just here, what is this? Very max value again on relating to the previous example. So just skip that part. You read that by yourself. Here, look at this example again. I explain here. Okay, we have num1, num2 array with that element. Yeah, num2 with that element, num1 with that element, num2 with that element. So num1, then this is the process. This is just declaration and giving the value. Now the process we call find mean num1, find mean num2. Here 6 refer to, I think, the number of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? So we have 6 elements. Now, so find numbers. So these numbers refer to that num1. Okay, num1. Elements refer to 6. If you look at the second call, we call the same function, find mean. We call the same function with different set of data. Yeah, different set of data. I hope you can understand that. Yeah. With the set of different set of data. Use same function with different set of data. Okay, so from the largest value is num0, so means that this first element we give it to largest value, then we check. I think in this case we find the smallest value. Okay, for I and everything there, if number I less than largest value, then we give the number value to number I to the largest value, so that largest value basically we have a smaller number, and then return the largest value. So the output we have for first data set, minimum is 100, and for the second data set, the minimum is -2. Okay, I have explained how can we pass the value from a main program to the subprogram to the function. We can also pass the function to the main program. Also, we pass the array to the function, as well as you can pass array to the from function to the main. Okay, please try this. Begin with a simple program. Try yourself, then you can see. Programming is about practice. Yeah, programming is about practice. It's not enough. No matter how good I explain, if you do not practice, then you won't get anything. Alright, so for this video, I think stop here, then we will continue for the rest of it. This is not I don't say it's not important, but it won't take long time to explain those things. Alright, so I think I stop here for this video. Thank you.